Hello, welcome to Yoga Studies Institute. My name is Alfonso, and this month we're going to be exploring samadhi, which is a Sanskrit word that can be translated as meditation, a deep single-pointed concentration on a specific object that we bring alive. And this month, I'm very excited that all our amazing teachers are going to be sharing their experience related to meditation and how to incorporate it and bring this alive in our yoga asana practice. And I hope you're excited too and you're part of this adventure. Samadhi, meditation, is the fourth power that we'll be building up out of Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. And I really believe it's a superpower that we can all have and attain. I like to think that samadhi, meditation, can be brought into our yoga asana practice. Many of us think of meditation as something that is separate from the yoga asana practice. Maybe some of us think that the yoga asana practice prepares us for meditation, but many of us think that meditation happens under cushion and stillness. I like to think that we can bring our meditation mind into our yoga asana practice. And I like to think that our yoga asana practice can become a meditation in motion, a meditation in action, where we can have those deep moments of meditation inside our yoga asana practice. And we can accumulate these little moments where we step into this space of deep meditation inside our practice, inside the movement, inside the effort. And then as we do this, we're planting the seeds to, if we're not interested in meditation, maybe we're planting the seeds to become interested in meditation. But if we do meditate, I think we're planting the seeds to have deeper, more profound meditations when we go into the cushion and sit to meditate. So I hope you accompany us this month in all our classes with all our amazing teachers as we learn to bring meditation on our mat, off our mat, in our cushions, and into our lives. Hope to see you all in our classes, and I'm very excited about this month. Hope to see you all. Thank you. Enjoy.
Hi, welcome to the Yoga Studies Institute. I'm Nicole, one of the yoga philosophy and asana teachers. It's so nice to meet you. A little bit about me, I started doing yoga when I was 15, but it wasn't until a few years ago when I started studying the philosophy that I wanted to go deeper into the practice. So I decided to go to India to study, and I was there for a couple of years on the beaches of South Goa. I learned a lot. It was an amazing experience, and I absolutely love sharing what I learned with all of you. When I'm not on the mat, I love to search for the next place to travel. I love meeting new people, trying new food, and just exploring different cultures. So thank you so much for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you on the mat. Bye. Hi, welcome to the Yoga Studies Institute. I'm Nicole, and today I'll be guiding you through a 1 hour recharge with conscious breath yoga class. In this class, we're going to strengthen and stretch and recharge the body and mind by also keeping our mind on our breath throughout the practice. Our theme of today's class is samadhi. So samadhi is this single pointed concentration that you reach in meditation. And it's the fourth of the 5 yogic powers that we learn about in the Yoga Sutra. So, this is a very deep state where you no longer get distracted by negative thoughts or emotions or discomfort. You're just able to go into this deep, harmonious state of concentration and really keep your meditation object stable and really single pointed. Your mind is no longer disturbed or wandering. And as yogis, we have a really good chance of reaching this because we're practicing love and compassion through our asanas. We're getting our energy into that central channel and loosening up the knots caused by negative emotions, trying to get rid of those negative emotions and reach ultimate happiness. Our first 3 powers are training us for this as well. Smriti, the third power, the remembering, is that power that brings the mind back to the object when you start to get distracted. And in samadhi, you no longer need to use your smriti, or maybe you're using it the whole time because your mind is just automatically on the object. It's no longer drifting. And the second power, virya, is this powerful fun that we develop by putting in the effort into our practice and start to feel these amazing benefits. And the first power, shraddha, is when our belief and faith is so strong in the practice. It's you have no doubt that the practice is working, and this is really also built over regular practice and enjoying the benefits. So in samadhi, you have already conquered these first 3 powers: your faith, your bliss of doing good things, and your remembering of the object are all balanced and on point. So let's just take a moment to bring our hands to our heart center and set an intention for our class to just try to imagine and be in this balanced state, the single pointed concentration. Imagine what it would be like to just hold our object without any negative thoughts. Maybe thinking about reaching ultimate happiness. In smriti, in samadhi, is when we reach the final 5th power, wisdom. The goal of yoga, stopping how the mind is turning things around and really being able to see that everything is coming from us. Being able to reach samadhi and understand and contemplate reality, and then have that certainty, that wisdom. And let's dedicate our class to achieving this 4th power through our practice, and all yogis achieving this 4th power. And when you're ready, just release your arms. And we're just going to take a few breaths, taking a nice deep inhale, expanding the chest, the belly, the upper back. You can even put your arms on your back, just really expanding the whole lungs, and then exhaling everything out. Inhaling, expanding every part of the lung, the front, back, bottom, top. Exhaling everything out. Inhaling and exhaling everything out. And opening up the eyes. We'll start with a warm up. Standing up on our mat. We're just going to swing our arms side to side, bringing movement into the spine and the whole body here. Try to keep a little smile throughout your practice. This will loosen the side channels at the face and bring the energy into the central channel. Great. And shake your hands out a little bit. Shake your feet out. All right, we'll start with warming up the neck. You can bring your hands to your hips if you like. And we'll start by doing some forward, up and down movement. So inhaling, bringing the chin up towards the sky. Exhaling, bringing the chin towards the chest. Inhaling, bringing the chin towards the sky. Exhaling, bring the chin towards the chest. Inhaling, bring the chin up towards the sky. Exhaling, bring the chin into the chest. And a few more of these, connecting the movement to your inhales and your exhales, trying to keep the mind on the breath. And back to center, opening up the eyes. All right, raising our right arm up. We're going to stretch the side of the neck, placing our hand on our left ear, and then guiding the head to your right shoulder, releasing the left palm out and forward. You're just putting very gentle pressure on the head with your right hand here. Inhaling, expanding that left side of the neck, bringing beautiful new energy. Exhaling any stuck energy. I encourage you to try to keep your eyes closed in the practice and just connect with the breath. This will help you stay more inward, more focused. And gently release, bringing the hand down, bringing your left arm up, placing your hand on your right ear, and gently guiding the head to your left shoulder, extending that right palm out and forward. Connecting with the inhales, expanding, bringing new energy into that right side. And your exhale, releasing any stuck energy there that's no longer serving you. Gently release. We're going to make two fists and then just place them under our chin and then stretch the chin up, holding it here. And back to center, placing our hands behind our head and then just very gently putting pressure, stretching the back of the neck again. And then back to center. Releasing the arms down, coming into the shoulder rolls. Inhaling, bringing the shoulders up and back around. Exhaling down, forward. Inhaling up and back. And exhaling as you go down and forward. Now try just to connect the movements with your inhales and your exhales. And reversing the movement. Inhaling, coming back and up. Exhaling, coming forward and down. And then one time back to straighten the posture. Good job. Alright, now we're going to go into medium stance here. Bring our hands to our hips and do some hip circles. Starting from the right. Inhale, coming forward to the left. Exhale, coming back and to the right. And again, try on your own to connect the movement with your inhales and your exhales. And try, if you're comfortable, closing your eyes, listening to the body. And reverse in the opposite direction. Inhaling as you come forward. Exhaling as you come back. Try to keep that light smile to release the side channels. And if you notice, it also helps you breathe a little better. And back to center. Great. Next, the legs. And we're just going to put our weight into our left leg. You can use the wall here if you'd like. Grabbing your right foot behind you. You can grab it with both feet, both hands if you'd like. And try to find a focal point that's not moving. It's called a drishti in Sanskrit. Alright, and release. Put your weight into the right leg. Grab your right foot behind you. Finding your focal point. Staying with the breath. Really try to embody the single point of concentration on your asana practice for this hour that you're on the mat. And gently release. Good job. Shake your legs out a little bit. And then shake your wrists out. Warm the wrists up a little bit. Okay, next, my ultimate favorite stretch. Putting your weight into your left leg. Place your right toes onto the mat and just gently press until you have a release in the front of your foot and leg here. Bringing new energy into that part of the body. It's a lot of energy that gets stuck there. It's really good to open up this part of the body. And release. Place your weight into your right foot. And then pressing the left toes into the mat just until you feel a nice stretch, a nice opening there. Bringing oxygen into that part of the body, bringing fresh energy and blood into that part of the body. Couple more breaths here. And gently release. Just shake your feet out a little bit. You can just swipe your hands down your feet. Swipe your arms, maybe your chest, and your abs. Good job. All right, I think we're ready for our sun salutation. 3 rounds here. Stepping to the front of the mat, bring your palms forward for Tadasana pose. Shoulders up and back. Lift your toes up, press them into the mat. Feel that support from your mat, from the earth, supporting you for your practice. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Exhale, palms down and back. Inhale, swing your arms up and lightly back. Exhale, coming into forward fold, hands clasped behind the back. Inhale, bring your hands down, step your right foot to the back of the mat, knee down, heart open towards the sky. Exhale, stepping back to plank pose. Inhale, bring your knees down. Exhale, chest, chin down. Inhale, sliding up to baby cobra. Exhale, curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Holding downward facing dog here. Pressing your palms into the mat. And you can walk the dog here, bringing one knee in at a time. If you have tight hamstrings, this is really good. Inhale, step your right foot to the front of the mat, left knee down, heart open towards the sky. Exhale, stepping into forward folds. Hands clasped behind the back. Knees can be bent here. You're trying to bring your chest towards the thighs. Inhale, swing your arms up and lightly back. Exhale, back to forward fold. Hands clasped behind the back. Inhale, step your left foot to the back of the mat. Knee down, heart open towards the sky. Exhale, stepping back to plank pose. And we'll go through our vinyasa. Inhale, bring your knees down. Exhale, chest chin down. Inhale, sliding up to baby cobra. Exhale, curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Holding downward facing dog. Walking the dog. Pressing those palms into the mat. Trying to bring the heels closer to the mat. Inhale, step your left foot to the front of the mat. Right knee down, heart open towards the sky. Exhale, forward folds, hands clasped behind the back. Inhale, swing your arms up and lightly back. Exhale, hands to heart center. And inhale, Tadasana. Taking a moment here, check in with yourself. Getting a sense of grounding from the support of the earth. All right, round 2. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Exhale, palms down and back. Inhale, swing your arms up and lightly back. Exhale, forward fold, hands clasped behind the back. Inhale, step your right foot to the back of the mat, knee down, heart open towards the sky. And we're going to hold here for a couple breaths, going a little deeper into the stretch. And then stepping back to plank pose. And we'll go through our vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. And inhale, baby cobra, or extending the arms to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Holding downward facing dog for a few breaths. If you have tight hamstrings like me, you can keep walking the dog here. And inhale, step your right foot to the front of the mat. Left knee down, heart open towards the sky. Holding here for a few breaths. And inhale, forward folds, hands clasped behind the back. Inhale, swing your arms up and lightly back. And exhale, back to forward folds, hands clasped behind the back. Trying to bring that chest towards the thighs. It's okay if your knees are bent. Inhale, step your left foot to the back of the mat. Knee down, heart open towards the sky. Staying here for a few breaths. Going a little deeper into the stretch. And inhale, stepping back to plank pose and going through vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga to cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Holding downward facing dog for a few breaths. And inhale, stepping your left foot to the front of the mat, right knee down, heart open towards the sky. Holding here for a few breaths. Keeping that light smile on your face. And inhale. Exhale, stepping into forward fold, hands clasped behind the back. Inhale, swing your arms up and lightly back. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Taking a moment here. All right, last round. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Exhale, palms down and back. Inhale, swing your arms up and lightly back. Exhale, forward fold, hands clasped behind the back. Inhale, step your your right foot to the back of the mat. Knee down, heart open towards the sky. Exhale, stepping into plank pose. All right, this round we're going to hold plank pose for a few breaths. 20 more seconds. Tighten the abs. Try to keep the body in a straight line. If you need to, you can always lower the knees. All Alright, and going through Vinyasa, Chin, or Chaturanga to Cobra or upward facing dog, coming back to downward facing dog. Holding downward facing dog. And inhale, step your right foot to the front of the mat, left knee down, heart open towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold, hands clasped behind the back. Inhale, swing your arms up and lightly back. Exhale, forward fold, hands clasped behind the back. Inhale, step your left foot to the back of the mat, knee down, heart open towards the sky. Exhale, stepping back to plank pose. And again, we're going to hold plank pose here. Keeping the core muscles engaged. Try to keep the body in a straight line. Or if you need to, bring the knees down and then keep the body in a straight line from the knees up. 10 more seconds. 5 more. And going through the Vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga to Cobra or upward facing dog into downward facing dog. Holding downward facing dog here. And inhale, step your left foot to the front of the mat. Right knee down, heart open towards the sky. Exhale, forward folds, hands clasped behind the back. Inhale, swing your arms up and lightly back. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Good job. Take a moment here to check in with yourself. Staying with the breath, watching the sensations of the body. Alright, from here we'll go into chair pose. Swinging the arms up next to the ears, then sitting down as if you're sitting in a chair. We're going to hold here for 30 seconds. Close your eyes, or also you can find a focal point here if you'd like, or a drishti. 15 more seconds. And from here, bring your hands to the center of your chest, staying in chair pose. Try to sit a little more and then twist, locking your elbow over your left elbow over your right knee, looking past your right shoulder. Hands at the center of your chest if you can. Just breathe. Alright, coming back to chair pose, 15 seconds. Rise those arms up. You're doing great. And then to the other side, bringing your hands towards your heart center, twisting over your left knee and looking past your left shoulder here. Staying with the breath and just watching the sensations of the body. Trying to keep that single point of concentration on the practice. And then coming back to chair pose, 20 seconds here. Almost there. You're doing really, really great. 10 more seconds. Try to sit a little lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Good job. Swing your arms side to side a little bit here. Dispersing the energy. Relaxing a little bit. Yeah, really good job. Okay. Next, we're going to go into tree pose. Bringing our weight into our left leg. And you have 3 options here. You can bring your right foot to your ankle, your calf, or your upper thigh. Just avoid putting the foot directly on the knee. Find a focal point, or drishti. Bring your shoulders back. Find your balance. Also helps keeping the abdominal muscles tight. If you feel balanced, try to bring the right knee back just a little. And we will hold here for 45 more seconds. About a minute hold here. Also, if this is very easy for you and you want to challenge yourself, you could try closing your eyes during the pose. And still just staying with the breath. Trying to be aware of the inhales and the exhales. 10 more seconds here. And release, bring the knee in, releasing the leg onto the mat. Just take a moment to feel the difference. You can close your eyes. Notice the difference between the right side and the left side. What's coming up for you? How does it feel for you? Alright, we'll go into the other side. You can shake your legs out a little bit, disperse the energy. Then bring the weight into your right leg. And bring the left foot to your ankle, calf, or upper thigh. And bringing your hands to your heart center. Find your focal point. Bring the shoulders back, tightening the abs. Feel balanced. Try to just bring the left knee back a little. And we'll hold here for 45 more seconds. Staying with the breath. 10 more seconds. And gently bring the knee in and releasing the leg. Just closing the eyes and feeling the energy in the body. All right, shake your legs out a little bit. And we'll come down to sitting position on the mat. Bringing our feet in here and clasping our hands around our feet. Inhale, straighten the spine. We'll start by warming up by just moving the legs up and down a little bit. Like a butterfly flapping the wings. Staying focused on the inhale and the exhale. Watching the energy in the body. Maybe you can even get so quiet that you can hear your heart beating. Really trying to stay inward. Alright, and release. Inhale, keeping that spine straight. Exhale, coming halfway down here. Observing the body. Feeling that cool air coming in through the nostrils. Filling up the lungs. And exhaling, feeling that warm air leaving the nostrils. You can stay halfway or go a little further, bringing your forearms down. Trying to keep that spine as straight as possible. 30 more seconds here. Just focus on the breath, listening to the body. Good job, and slowly come up. Right, extending the legs out for Dandasana, staff pose. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, just reaching to your shins here. You can keep the legs bent as well. You're trying to keep the spine straight. Bring the chest towards the legs. You can close your eyes, keeping that light smile. Just follow the breath and listen to the body. Letting everything else go. And gently coming up. We're going to go for a twist here. Bending our right leg, placing it over the left leg. Left leg can stay straight, or you can bend it and tuck your foot beside you. Bring your right hand behind your lower back. Inhale, extending that left arm towards the sky.
lengthening the spine, and exhale, twist, hooking your left elbow over your right knee and looking past your right shoulder. You can also grab the leg that's more accessible for you today. Try to stretch your eyes here to the right corner as well, so your eyes get a little stretch as well. So as you inhale, imagine just lengthening the spine. And as you exhale, you can try to micro turn a little more. Allowing the thoughts and the body, the breath and the body to work together. Keeping the thoughts on the breath and linking the breath and the movements together. Okay, release and counter twist to the other side. And release again. Switching the legs, extending the right leg, bending the left leg, placing it over the right knee, and then right leg is straight or tucked on the side. Left hand behind the lower back. Inhale, reach the right arm up, and exhale, hooking the elbow over your left knee and looking past your left shoulder. And taking that wrapping around the leg option if you'd like. And again, try to stretch your eyes to the left corners. A few more breaths here. Inhaling, lengthening the spine. Exhaling, twisting a tiny bit more. And gently release, counter twist to the other side. And release. I'm going to come into tabletop position here and do some cat and cow movements. Inhaling, arching the back. Exhaling, rounding the back. Inhaling, arching the back. And exhaling, rounding the back. And continue this movement to the rhythm of your breath. And back to center. Stepping back to plank pose, we'll go through a vinyasa knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga to cobra or upward facing dog, and meeting in downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we're going to rise our right leg up for three-legged dog, and then come on into pigeon pose, bringing that right knee to the right wrist and the right foot to the left wrist, lowering the body here. If you need to, you can put a pillow or a blanket under your hip if you'd like, and you can stay with your arms extended or bringing your forearms down or coming all the way down to the mat, taking whichever option feels good for you. And we'll be here for about a minute. Staying with the breath, listening to the body, trying to keep our single pointed concentration on our class today. Letting everything else go for now. And slowly coming up, curling our left toes under, and coming to downward facing dog. Holding downward facing dog. Lifting that left leg up for three-legged dog, and then bringing our left knee in towards our left wrist, and the left foot towards the right wrist, lowering the leg here. And then taking whichever option, arms extended, forearms down, or all the way onto the mat. And again, we'll be here for about a minute. Staying in the stillness, listening to the breath, listening to the body. And slowly coming up, curling our right toes under, coming back to downward facing dog, holding downward facing dog, coming to plank pose, and then lowering ourselves all the way to the mat. You can pillow your head here, looking to the right side, taking a moment to rest. And next we'll go into locust pose, rising up our chest, bringing our arms to the side, and lifting the arms and legs up. Holding here, staying with the breath. 30 more seconds here. Watching the sensations of the body. 15 more seconds. You're doing great. And release, pillowing the head, looking over to the left side. Taking a quick rest here. And coming up into Sphinx pose, looking past your right shoulder, grabbing your right foot, looking past the left shoulder, grab your left foot. Inhale and exhale, pressing your feet into the palms of your hands, lifting the whole body up. And we'll be here for 30 seconds. You can rock back and forward if you'd like, or hold still, listening to what your body needs. And gently release, pushing back to child's pose. Staying in child's pose for a few moments to rest. Taking a moment to walk your hands to the side, to the right side, stretching the left side of the body. Inhaling, expanding that left side of the body. Exhaling, letting go of any stagnant energy that was stuck there. And then coming back to center and walking your hands over to the left side, putting a stretch on the right side of the body. And again, following your inhales and your exhales. As your inhales expand the body, bring new energy in. And as you exhale, letting go of any stagnant energy there. And coming back to center, coming forward to plank pose. And we'll go through a vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga to cobra or upward facing dog. And coming into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, bring the knees down, sitting back and swinging your legs forward, coming down to the back. Next, we'll go into bridge pose, bringing the feet as close as you can to the bum, and then rising the hips up. Tuck your shoulders under, and if you can, clasp your hands under the bum. And we'll stay here for 1 minute. Try to keep the hips up and following the breath, watching the sensations of the body. You're doing great. Thirty more seconds to go. Keeping those hips up. Almost there. And releasing the hands, bringing the spine back to the mat. And for our last pose before Shavasana, we're going to bring the legs up for waterfall position, just holding them up for 1 minute. Listening to the body, feeling the cool air coming in as you inhale, and the warm air coming out as you exhale. Maybe you can hear your heartbeat or feel the blood coming down the legs, allowing your heart to rest a little bit and not have to pump so hard. And slowly bringing the legs down to the mat and coming into a well-deserved Shavasana, allowing the legs to just fall to the sides and relax. The arms also completely relaxed, letting the whole body just sink into the mat and letting the energy disperse through the body. Relaxing the face, leaving that light smile, taking this moment to completely relax. Taking a moment in Shavasana to really rejoice on doing your practice today and showing up to the mat today. You did an amazing job. We're one step closer to reaching that amazing force power samadhi. Even being able to bring these things to our mind is amazing. And when you're ready, start to move your fingers and your toes, coming back to the space. Giving yourself a nice long stretch, bringing your arms over your head and coming onto your favorite side for a quick rest here. And slowly coming up to sitting position. Bring your hands to your heart center. Bring to mind the intention you set at the beginning of the class. And we're going to send it out with one big beautiful Om together. Taking a nice deep inhale. Keeping your eyes closed, rub your hands together, create some heat between your hands. Placing your hands hovering over your eyes and your face, allowing that healing energy to go into the eyes and the face, and then slowly bringing the hands down and opening up the eyes. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you.